All right. Hello. So I turned myself into a dot. I was overwhelmed. I hit overwhelm. Same thing. And the world felt crushing. And I recognized it as childhood trauma. I recognized it as what it must have felt when I was little and the very first time I felt this crushing anxiety. So I thought about where in my being, if I was a single dot of essence, where would it be? And for me, it's like right here, right? It's like dead, possibly center of mass, where I imagine the third chakra would be, like dead center in my solar plex. It's very firm, right? It's the center of my rib cage. And I imagined that I was a tiny little pilot inside my body. I was this mech body, and I'm just piloting it from that space inside myself. So, my brain right now is going through a freeze response, and I'm tempted to just keep pushing through, and I'm going to acknowledge it. I'm going to pull back and be right here. I'm not a dot right now, so I'm returning to that place. It's a mental exercise. It's a mental emotional exercise. What if I was piloting my life not from out here? Because this kind of stress somehow pulls me out of that place. I'm feeling it right now as I'm saying it. And before I started hitting the start button for the live video, I was feeling this desire to like not do it. I was typing. It's like, oh, I'm typing so well. Before I do the videos, my mind is like so natural. It's like, oh, these are things I could talk about. I can document everything. And the moment I start thinking about starting the video, it all goes away. And in my mind is replaced by this script. If I only say this script perfectly, oh, this is the way I should say it, right? And then so a script comes up. And the problem is, it's not the moment anymore. It's me trying to talk about a script. Even if I want to do it perfectly, it still doesn't feel quite right. And I have here on my right arm, eh, 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 right here, it says unscripted. I'm tired of living life scripted. Just one moment. The challenge is I also have massive anxieties. I'm hearing my own script right now. You know what the script says? The script says something like, oh, it's a relief to say that. Like I'm hearing it. I'm hearing the script in my head. And right now, oh, the script switched to a meta script. It's like, oh, I'm talking about myself talking about having a script that is now in the script. So, whenever there's pressure, I'm afraid of blanking out. So my mind rehearses a script and it tries to memorize that script. But the problem is, the moment I do, it's not the moment anymore. And the challenge of being in the moment right now is that my script brain is running right ahead of me. And so when I'm talking, the thing I want to say instantly becomes the script, and then I don't want to talk about the script, and then now I have to talk about something else. So it's just like it's constantly rerouting me. So right now I'm just looking at it. I'm shifting the meta perspective, and I have forgotten about the dot. I've forgotten to bring myself back. Ooh, this is interesting. If I withdraw myself out of my quote unquote ego, right now I'm working on that right now, and use this as an experience. This one moment, I'm staring at the dot of the camera. I'm not staring at my screen. I am getting to feel this moment. This is lovely. It's my relationship with this little dot. Some people talk about seeing the audience through that dot, that universe. And for now, I'm just looking at the dot, experiencing this moment in meta perspective. And I'm still inside this ego persona that I'm trying to speak, and I can feel it. Okay. So by recursive self-declaration, I'm going to pull myself back. Ready? Go. Okay. So I'm speaking to you from inside the dot inside my center here. I'm watching like myself as if I am inside myself and was like a hollow robot, right? Like inside out, like I'm looking at it. I'm imagining whatever I'm seeing as the shell of the inside of my being looking out. It's a very interesting perspective shift. Okay. It's tricky to hold, but I can also let go of emotional effort. So that's a trick to it. Okay, I'm gonna let go of emotional effort on one hand, pull myself into the dot, except my dot is like right up here now, like looking through my eyes. That's fine. Wherever the dot is, I'm a dot of essence floating around. Where is this essence in me? Okay. Ooh. Every time I fail, there's a temptation to like, I failed, freak out. It's just like let go of self-abuse, let go of self-correction. Just simply return to the dot. No making any big deal out of it. Slipping out of the dot is simply what's going to happen. It's easier with my eyes closed. Okay, so here it is. I am working on, again, that's the trouble with this script voice is that it just jumps ahead. So I want to be here without being scripted, and I could just keep talking and talking and overrun my script and not worry about it. I could do that, but while I'm letting go of emotional effort, turning myself back into a dot, I'm speaking at whatever speed I'm speaking at, letting go of Any audience, worries, participation, information transmission, whatever is going to be transmitted will be transmitted by the essence that I am. Interesting. Okay, so I'm starting training. All right, so this is all script. Can you feel it? So right now there's the script competing. There's whatever the spirit is underneath it. It feels like the script voice here. I'm trying to feel organic improvisation. When I was talking about feeling a relationship to this dot. Hello, dot. Hello, universe. Hello, world. You're you're in there, huh? What I can feel different parts of my brain activating. Okay. My script wants me to talk about how how becoming a dot liberates me from everything. Okay. And how I am finding this voice right here. Okay. It's almost like if I'm talking to somebody, I'm not scripting. I slip in and out of it. So, again, every time I do not beat myself up for it. I spend no effort and I just return. My voice is asking me if I see the meta structure of this moment, how significant it is. I know I've been, again, this is the script talking, so I'm going to switch back into my own voice, paraphrasing my script voice. While I'm dealing with the frustration that my throat gives me to all the different parts of me. My throat has challenges. My script voice has challenges. Come back. Come back. Slow down. I'm here. The most important thing for this moment. I care about everybody who may watch this. I care quite a lot. I also care about myself. I care a lot. Yes. And by caring about myself, I care about everyone. So right now, I am in the co-host position with my internal script dialogue. This is wild. That was both me and the script at the same time. Okay. Um, we've never differentiated. Okay, come back. Come back here. There's three of us. There's me speaking. There's a script voice that sometimes sneak out through my voice. And there's the audience I'm speaking to. And the audience is everyone in the universe. And it is me. I'm speaking to my own outer universe. If the entire universe was one being personified with many different faces and what they remember, but all of it is one. Not an abstraction, but I mean, it is an abstraction, but like I'm mapping the literal personification of my external reality, which is infused with my subconscious reality. Yep, we're both in the freeze right now. We have let go of the dot for now, and I'm focused on the dot of the voice. Who am I? I am not the voice in my head. I am not the script that speaks, that tells me to say these things and I say those things. I am me. The actor behind the character. The person behind the mask. I am the character. I'm the person behind the mask. My voice in my head is asking, what does this have to do with anything? Well, my goal is liberation. That wasn't you. That was another voice. Okay. Um, that was the insecurity voice, the performance. Uh, the director, the what is it? You know, the PR. That was the PR guy. And another part of me is saying, like, PR guy, you're doing a terrible job. You're doing awful. And the PR guy is like, I know. Because it keeps freezing up. It's like, I don't know what to do. And it's like, you keep taking over the whole screen. And you don't know what to do. And you didn't know how to let go of it. So, I live with all the challenges I have. One of them being this level in the game called anxiety. And my teleprompter inside just went blank. The voice would like to say that he is having a great time. That's what the script would have said, but I'm simply saying it in the form of my inner um, co-host. I just internally asked it if they would like to name themselves, and it's having a hard time. Okay, so I am the character behind the mask. Mask. There's you, the being behind this dot. Hello, universe. It's me, the ego. And something inside says, I'm not the ego. There's an inner war right now. All right, let's backtrack. Hello, universe. Is that correct? I'm in a freeze. Too many things processing. The director is still coming in saying like, "Hey, we're doing a video." Yeah, we're 22 minutes in. This is live and unscripted. Okay. I'm freeing myself from the shackles of never using a script. Okay, hold on. I'm listening to my subconscious. Give me the second script, and I'm going to rephrase it, right? I'm waiting because the moment I speak, the script comes in front of me and I can't speak it. Okay. It's not a script if I'm reading what I wrote. It's not a script if I'm reading what I wrote, like a poetry reading, like reading out loud. Only if I pretend it was my live conscious thoughts am I scripted. And yes, coherence is really, really important to me. Every single moment. Brain freeze. Teleprompter went blank. Lots of technical difficulties back here. So, I am the being behind the mask. Sometimes there's a teleprompter that tells me what to say inside my own brain. I've been trapped by the tyranny of the teleprompter, of the script. That's why I wrote it here as a spell to counter that. It's like, I will not live a life scripted. The scripted voice comes from my anxieties. Okay. So, here is how shifting my perspective right now. Hi, universe. Here is how I am freeing myself. I turned myself into a single dot. In this one moment, I'm separating the different voices that is me. There's a lot of automatic things happening. Yes, it's all me. Um, okay. I'm still trying to steer this conversation naturally towards liberation. So let me use this as a journal of what happened, right? Of what I've been thinking about. And 3 steps to manifesting, I don't like that word. I just means achieving anything in reality that occurs inside my subconscious is 1, know what to do and do it. Know what to do and do it. Like I had to make a phone call earlier and I didn't want to and I didn't do it Friday. I let that voice in me talk me out of it. But today, the moment I realized, oh, still haven't made that phone call, I just went and did it. And I could feel the fire of, ugh. But I just stayed with it. And I just simply did the thing. Okay? So this step is really all that's actually needed. Know what to do and do it. Every single thing in life, that's the one step. Know what to do and do it. And then when I'm doing that, I can start to decrease the struggles along the way. And I do that by letting go of emotional effort into effortless action, which includes speaking or typing or creating words. And next, yep, my brain is saying we can also do that for organization. Just let go of emotional effort for all of it. Then there's one more thing I could do. I can increase the emotional fuel, the emotional fire. And that's to make it fun, to add a play layer on top. So every action I do now, I imagine I'm a Pac-Man and just eating, and the points are racking up. Every little task, I'm just like, and I'm seeing the coins, go in the corner. It's like, and just I'm seeing my life rise with every little tiny action that I do. I'm just eating away at the dots, at the coins, at the value. I'm just accumulating value. I'm converting time to value I can save. No matter how I feel, I know what I'm supposed to do. Right? I'm not discounting my subconscious. My subconscious had a role in designing what I want to do. It did that. But when I'm going to do it, that's when the emotional fire and the blocks come at me. I already know this is what I'm supposed to do, and I keep doing it, even though my subconscious emotion says, I don't want to do that. It's okay. I'm still working on how to co-host this life with my subconscious uh, co-host, my silent co-host, kind of like Penn and Teller. All right. I feel tired. I feel really warm because it's 80 degrees right now. I feel the freeze. I'm coming back to the now. I see the lights in the corner of my eyes. I see the camera in front of me. I hear my own words come out of my mouth. I hear my narrator saying, "Is this really my voice? Is this me? Who is me?" And what do I say if I don't say that? Is okay. I'm back in the moment freeze. I don't have a point B. Okay, that's the thought that's floating up right now. Mm. I don't know. Point B is right here. The journey is the destination. I've been striving for this moment for a very long time, and script, okay. And it's always here, yes. Every moment. My perspective shifted to somebody watching this video, and I want to remind them, me, that if they hear these voice, that they're hearing this in the now, and that it's always this same now. And the significance of that is, thanks for asking. Um, my brain says, go see the Power of Now book, or I feel failure, fear of failure. I feel the desire to speak the way I see YouTube videos speak, but there's most of them are reading a script. And if they're not, my being doesn't care about this line of conversation anymore. I'm back to here. Who is that being who cares or don't care? Ooh, hold on. This is interesting. This is a line of thought. Okay. I want to feel the highest engagement of this now. This moment with the camera on, I want to, to have the highest impact. What's going on, what popped up in my mind right now is the fully embodied spirituality saying. Okay, I guess we'll say it. Ready? What if one day I suddenly realized, wait, everything I have ever spoken was already poetry. Every move I ever made was already dance. Every sound I made was already song. And I chained that realization moment by moment till the end of my days. How would life be with that kind of realization? All the while, my physical body still does everything it needs to do. And inside, I am utterly surrendered and engaged, playing full out. That is my promise to myself. That's what I'm going for. Going for. Couldn't get that word out. Okay. Once again, in this one moment, what's the absolute highest value that I can use this moment on live video that helps me, my universe, all of us? Okay, this is the part where I would read something. I have found a way around my script inhibition. What's the word? Not inhibition, but prohibition. Aha! And it's because I'm not scripting, I am reading. I'm reading what I've already written, and it is poetry. 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 So I'm going to do poetry, and I'm going to start reading it. And then I will turn these videos into short form. I need a funnel to package all these ideas together. I'm going to charge a small fee, and that will fund my entire life. I'm going to have an online course, a PDF, and I'm going to help others do the same. And I'm going to keep talking about this dream over and over and over. What is the highest? Is the highest? Desire, use, and desire of this one moment. That will be of maximum. What is the highest use and desire of this moment? Benefiting me, me, and my entire universe. Universe. Out there. This is the invocation. And my narrator would like to say, my co-host would like to say, we can workshop this invocation. And I wanted to point out that first it described the fully embodied spirituality speech while doing all the things I need to do. My co-host is excited that this feels like liberation right now. That I am co-creating. Okay, so when I do this invocation, I just wait and something just bubbles up from my subconscious. And I don't have to do anything ever again. My ego doesn't have to do anything ever again. Um, there's a part of me that doesn't want to believe that. It's like, really? No. Nah. I'll believe it when I prove it. Well, here it is, right? Here's the protocol. I asked, okay, what is the highest use of this one moment that would be of maximum benefit to me and all of you? Is it a frozen moment? Right now, it's just like heat in my center of my being. It's kind of like my LLM thinking. The personalities, that's what it's saying. Okay. Um, I have the narrator. I kind of have the script. It's like the script. And I'm kind of like, the camera's here, and then the script kind of just randomly pops up. And there's me here. There's these fear voices that would throw up a script. Be like, ah, you're not speaking. Um, you're doing terribly on camera. Ha ha. Okay, then. That's what's happening. Because that's what's happening. Accepting what is. Okay. So, I started out the video with turning myself into a dot. I wanted to talk about the 3 steps, know what to do and do it. And then decrease emotional blocks and increase emotional fuel, which is all I ever need to do. And then I zoomed in on my consciousness. I refused to speak the script that was given to me, even by myself, by my subconscious, because it wasn't the moment. It was not the moment. So then I realized I was the person. I want to say I'm the actor, but that just feels weird. I'm the person behind the mask, the character. I'm the actor behind the role, but yes, I am the being behind my mask, behind the script. And then sometimes the pressure will blank out my entire being, and I need practice to differentiate it, and I need practice with a person. Okay, so here are the dimensions of reality and also the types of games. Social game is still challenging for me. So I did a live video. This is my version. So this is where I am. In front of an actual person, I will need to repeat this process to differentiate myself from my script. My brain is freezing up. Not sure. Again, that's the script speaking. Okay. So anyways. This is part of my challenge. All of it. All of it is simply what it is. I have a lot of anxiety that has stopped me my entire life. And so I developed So I developed these equations, like know what to do and do it, which allows me the power to override my blocks. And now I am a co-host to myself, so I can address the scripts that come up. I can summarize the script without talking about them. So I'm still in the moment. I'm still the being and not the script. The script is actually the voice of my subconscious. Well, hello. The voice. My co-host. The voice of my subconscious. My co-host. Did this thing reset and I didn't know it? Okay, there we go. All right, 48 minutes. Let's stay with it. So, my internal universe. I'm here. I'm looking out from my own eyes. I'm seeing the dot that represents the entire universe outside of me that I'm speaking to, and in a gigantic loop, it loops around to me, all the different versions of me. What is the highest use of this moment? The map. Know what to do. What do we do? Maslow's hierarchy of needs. 4, 3, 2. That's how I remember it. Health, wealth, relationship is the lowest 3. Life purpose fulfills the 4th. This is deficit needs line. If I'm doing what I love, getting paid for it, have amazing relationships, and have great health, I have it made. From that point, we play, we do art, we do science, we work on ourselves, collective self-actualization, collective actualization. Okay, so we are pushing up this mountain, actualization mountain. I pull these outside into the health, wealth, relationship quadrants, and I ask myself what leads to these things, which is how I derive this. Immediate health, immediate wealth, close relationships. Okay. What leads to my health? Well, at least what's one tier above physical health, mental, emotional health. And if my physical health needs some sort of fixing, like if I broke my leg or something, it's like a wrench. Anyways. Okay. Yeah, that'll work. Freeze, reset. Okay. Health, wealth, relationships, immediate relationships. Where does my immediate wealth come from? My job, career, or businesses. Businesses have to work without me in it, or else it's not a business. It is a job. If I don't show up, I don't get paid. Okay. Where do my close relationships come from? My community. So I need to manage my community as well. Then what's the highest game I can play in each of these arenas? So this is health, wealth, relationships. 1, 2, and 3 is the highest game. So see, we're zooming in to this. We're deconstructing what it takes to be here. This whole foundation. Highest tier for health. We did the talk already. Embodied spirituality. Fully embodied spirituality. What if every single every word I ever spoke was poetry? Every move I made was already dance. Every sound I made, ha, 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 was already song. And I chained that realization moment to moment to the end of my days, all while doing the things that I need to do to maintain my life and still push for the stars that we haven't made. Okay. Wealth on the highest tier is being aligned to my life purpose. Okay. That's life purpose. And I want to be financially free, which makes me a financial bodhisattva. Or if I help other people become free as well, that makes me a financial bodhisattva. Okay. A to B. It's where I am, not that. B, I'm there. What are the things that stop me? Fear. No, distraction. I keep doing something else. Fear, I never start. Overwhelm, once I start, I get freaked out. Boredom, once I start, I gotta keep going all the way. And don't go too fast or you burn out. So you're going for right here is the sweet spot. You get to here when you get paid for doing what you love. We do that by managing our time, morning routine, evening routine, things you have to do. And then the free time in between is how we're going to invest that time. It's going to make all the difference. And if we're not doing that, it's because we've fallen into the emotional sea and we're just spinning and spinning. We're not getting anywhere. And then we don't like to feel that way, so we put on a movie or video game to get away, and now we're stuck inside the trauma shield. To get out of that, you go up to here, which is our routines, dot, dot, dot. So we do the things we have to do, whether we feel like it or not. Then we reward ourselves with a healthy reward. Okay? And we invest the time in between wisely. Sometimes that investment means going into the emotional sea and doing emotional strength training to build the capacity. And that is part of decreasing emotional blocks. Okay? But we're still got to do the things we got to do first. Our physical body needs to be moving, fulfilling health, wealth, relationships. What's relationships on the highest tier? Well, It means the realization that we're all one. It's all me. We're all family. We're all Buddhas already. We don't have to do anything. Just focus on our own life and consciousness. But just because I think that way doesn't mean everyone else thinks that way. So I need to remember basic self-defense and keep an eye on my community self-defense. Okay. As well, the people that come and stay in our life or leaves it is determined by how well I maintain my boundaries, which includes my yeses and nos, and how well I attune to my own hurt. Otherwise, I'm chasing other people to fulfill me or to help heal me or blame others because I feel no. Radical self-responsibility. Okay. And then my judgments of other people are all self-judgments. So I use it to figure out what my shadow is. All judgments are self-judgments. So that is health, wealth, relationships. And if we get our wealth from our life purpose, we have risen above this line called the deficit needs line. And after that, what do people do? Once they have money, they're doing their job they love, they have great family, they have great health. Well, you enjoy this life, right? So we have fun and go on vacations from time to time. And then what do people do? They invest in either art or science, or they work on themselves, self-actualization, or they try to play the biggest game possible, collective actualization. But a lot of people try to play this game without solidifying everything else underneath it, and so it is very fragile. Any sort of misfortune or win would just blow it right over. Okay, so that's the game. So solidify health, wealth, relationships. Make sure we get our wealth from our life purpose, and we have to get paid. That's been my shadow, and I am looking at it directly now. This is where I'm at. How to build business funnels, systems. There's so many. There's so many people who teach this. I am in overwhelm. See, I've mapped out exactly where I am. I'm here in overwhelm. And just yesterday, I felt this freak out of like, I can't do it. And then I realized, oh, this is just childhood trauma. Turn myself into a dot. Do nothing and just let it process. Okay. Down here, I leave room for my emotional being. This is how I handle pretty much everything. I don't allow anyone to use emotional violence on me. Guilt trips, um, shame, guilt, blame. I will take responsibility, but I will not take guilt, shame, or blame. And I follow the 3 rules. Do not cause harm. Do not initiate harm. Do not make it easy for others to harm me. And do not use threats as a tool. Those are the rules that everybody follows, whether they know it or not. And with that, I engage with everyone to the best of my abilities. Even when I freeze up, oh well. Okay, so I know this is what I need to do. So I'm focused right here. I am often in overwhelm. I know which emotion traps me. I'm managing my time. Okay, know what to do and do it. Know what to do and do it. Number 2, decrease emotional blocks as I'm doing these things, right? So 1, I'm doing these things whether I feel like them or not. If I have these chains, like, but I'm still doing the task. I'm still a Pac-Man. Eat healthy, brush my teeth, put on my seatbelts. I'm doing it. Okay. The second part is decrease my emotional blocks. That makes it easier for me to keep going, but I still need to do these things. Number 3 is increase my emotional fuel. What if I made it fun? What if I had laser vision? You know, what if I could launch these little Pac-Man drones that would just like eat little value? I imagine like a camera documenting what I'm doing, and then I post that. So I've been learning funnels and media, so I could break this video apart and post it in multiple little tiny locations. But that's future. I don't need to do that right now. That's just a plan. But I need a funnel. I need something that is going to sell, and then I can push traffic through it. Here's my sales page. Here's the value I deliver, and I'm going to transform people's lives, teaching them the 3 steps to success, the what to do and doing it, emotional, the dimensions of reality. I'm going to teach them all this. The fully embodied spirituality. And I used to be handcuffed to not reading a script, and I'm still not going to read a script. I'm going to read what I write. It's not a script. Read what I write. That's what I'm going to do. And that frees me from needing to improvise things that are really long. And yeah, so I used non-scripting to get out of the fear brain into improvisation. And now that I'm free, I found this way to, anyways, be able to do this. My brain is just making sounds now. Okay, so know what to do and do it. Do blah blah blah. Coming back here. It is now an hour. So I started out wanting to talk about how I turned myself into a dot, and then the 3 steps to freedom. I noticed how free I am when I am not on camera or in pressure, when the fear isn't there. And then being in the moment now, I deconstructed this moment. I saw how I had a script in my head and I didn't need to read it, but I can also honor it as a second co-host in my brain. And I can summarize the things that my co-host wants me to say, because you can't hear it, I can, you know. And I can also talk to my subconscious, which doesn't really have a voice. But if I ask it a question, it will bubble up an answer. And one of those prompts is like, what is the highest use of this moment right now? That would be for the highest good of me and my audience, which is me in other forms with other names. So it's just me and my universe. And in this moment, it's just wrapping things up. It's really warm. And moving to the next thing. All right. Okay. I'm pretty excited. This literally frees me. This frees me. I can read something that I've written without feeling like I have to make it sound like a script. And then I can take those videos, I can split them apart, I can create marketing channels once I have a product. And then I can reach people worldwide, making an amazing income while I do so. And then I want to build a community for everyone to be free. Okay. This is Hector, and I'm signing off. Till next time. Bye.